Hey everybody, we're still celebrating the 30th anniversary of the EPL, talking about our top starting 11s of all time. And I'm gonna skip. It's your turn to talk about yours. So go ahead.
Okay, so what I try to do is I try to balance achievements and balance achievement, talent, and how elegance or how good you are as a footballer in the whole
That's what I
starting
try to do as
11.
well. Mm-hmm.
So I try balancing everything because there are some players that are very
Check your
talented,
phones.
elegance, and all that, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, they didn't win much or do much. So I try balancing everything. And there are some that won a lot, but to be honest, if we bring them to the modern sport, they probably won't be starting that much or they won't be even as half as decent as other players. So I try balancing everything. And also, some of my picks are just like toss of the coins. I'm just like, you know what? I can go with anyone here, and I will give the second person's name as I mentioned them.
Yes, some
So
coins you already tossed here. Mm-hmm.
goalkeeper, I started with Schumacher because here's the thing, it might also be a check. Also, because I can play any one of them, anyone, or if you pick any of the two, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm good to go with that. Left back, I pick Ashley Cole. I don't have to explain that. Everyone has already explained Ashley Cole because I remember there was a particular time when United fan was comparing Evra to Ashley Cole. Then later on in Philip Lam career, early in the career, they started comparing Philip Lam to Ashley Cole. Although Lam ended up developing to be a better footballer in the whole sense. But when we look at the left back position, they started comparing him too. But at least now everyone is coming back to their senses. Thank God for that, for Ashley Cole. And I was centre back. I went with John Terry and Tony Adams. That's because both of those guys they are men and they are also elegant. I believe John Terry was both-footed. He can pass with both legs. Tony Adam can just, and the way both of them can read the game, and like it's not matter of making slight tackle, it begin. If I see my center defender making slight tackle, jumping into tackles and all that, that's a red flag because you should be able to read the game. You should be able to read the game and be there. And people mostly ask like, oh, why is it that Thiago Silva, most of his games, doesn't end up making like
Tackles.
tackles and all that because he was already reading the game is again ahead of the opponent. So when I'm looking at my center back, I always look for people that, and that's the problem I have with some of the other defenders you guys pick. My central defender should be able to read the game ahead. And when you make those, I'm not saying you shouldn't make any tackle and all that. Again, I'm not saying that, but that shouldn't be the highlight of your game as a central defender. And that was when United were buying one berserker. I was like, why are you spending money? All his highlights was slight tackle, slight tackle, slight tackle, slight tackle. That's a huge red flag in any defender. If you see like that, the highlight run away from them because, hey, probably penalty and questionable tackling pending. So you don't want that. So that's why I went for both of them because I believe the reading of their games, like it was so ahead and all that. And I went for right back, Kyle Walker, because I picked Kyle Walker over Neville. I can see people who already, being shocked. But yes, I picked Kyle Walker over Gary Neville because
Tell us,
Kyle Walker can
because
play.
what?
He can play in any generation. He can play in any generation and still be a good player, a good right back, because he can just, again, he's a footballer. He's a footballer, he's quick, he's technically sound and all of that. Even you can also move him to left back also and he will play there. Can Gary Neville, again, a footballer, if you look at a
Hold
footballer.
on.
No.
I gotta interrupt
Let me
you.
finish.
No.
No. Let me finish. I didn't interrupt
Go through your
you.
team. Go through your team. We're going to come back to this. Don't start explaining
Okay,
yourself.
so I have
We'll come
Ashiko
back to
left back, John Terry and Tony Adam as central defender, Kyle Walker as right back, DM Patrick Evra, and I have my CM central midfielders Fabregas and Lampard. I have Ronald CR7 on the left. That's not
right
left wing. No, I have CR7 on the left wing and Robert Pierre Perez on the right. Then I have Thierry Henry as center forward.
Okay.
And
right,
now let me explain the questionable one. Kyle Walker
Yes.
is more of he's just a better footballer and a better defender to me than Gary Neville. you're a better footballer, you can move into the right-hand side, to the left-hand side, and he will play there comfortably. So also they've also played him in centre back, and he played there comfortably too. So that just shows how good he is of a footballer. And my midfield, I don't have to defend Patrick Vieira. Fabregas, I nearly went with Scholes because I was thinking Fabregas haven't won the Premier League before. Then I remember I won it with Chelsea, and I'm like, oh, okay, because that's why Gerrard is not here. And I was like, Fabregas will bring that into the team. And from Lampard again, we know what he could do. Like, I don't have to explain that. Sarah Selm, Thierry Henry, Robert Perez, I'm sure is going to shock a lot of people. But the elegance, his ability to just to see an attacking move ahead of it. How can I describe it? He knows how an attacking move is going to end before this even started, and the way he just plays and all that. Again, I don't like Arsenal, but there are some players that they've had, and I'm just like, whoa, this guy can play. And Robert Perez, again, Ryan Giggs, we'll see a lot of him. But Robert Perez, I haven't seen someone that's similar to him in a while, and it's just so good. So that's why it's there. And my most memorable, the moments we're talking about, special shout out to Gerrard sleeping. That was there. But
wow, just wow. Just wow.
But I end up going with Battle of the Bridge, where we help Leicester win the league, where basically we kill Tottenham and they wanted to fight. And thank God, I end up going with Battle of the Bridge. So yeah.
Hazard. I believe that's another one everybody remembers.
So any question, throw it to me. Or any.
Please, just start, please. Because I don't even.
Like, I'm an Arsenal fan. I love him, but why is he in your team?
I'll tell you this. It's just the way, like, you remember, you see the way people will talk about David Silva and all that? David Silva and all the. I believe Robert.
Talk about David Silva.
Oh, people actually. Yeah. They do. They do talk about this thing. They do talk about, but just because Robert Perez played with the Thierry Henry, that's why people don't talk about him that much. But like, it was the flair and all that, like the creativity, the mind, like his mind was so, like, it wasn't like a winger, but he usually drifted into like the middle. And I love him as a player, the way he control and the way he just move, and like, I just love him as a player. It might not be anyone's cup of tea, but like, again, I prefer people that can actually play football and has some of like football sense over like just the traditional winger, run to the wing, cross ball, do shocking them, and just run and cross again. I prefer the other people, those players that will do, and then they will push your ball, run, I prefer people that actually have more like football intelligence.
Call names. No need to.
Again, no, we are not. I'm not going to call anyone out today, but we all know what I'm talking about. Again, so that's. So any other thing? Any other question? No.
What
okay, go on.
Is the fact that you almost put Scholes in your team just shows that you're a hater. You're a hater that just wants to hate. Just for
no reason.
Call him a
no. Again, yes, the thing. There are like. Here's the thing. There are two other midfielders ahead of him. It was my third option. Gerrard and Fabregas is because they didn't win it. That's why they didn't. I was going to, because I'm not going to put you in the Premier League 11 when you haven't won it. Then I remember, Fabregas actually won it. Then I was like,
even if he's your fifth option, how many players have played in midfield in the Premier League? For you to say Scholes is in your top 5,
but yes,
still a statement that shows that you're a hater, man.
I mean, you're a Man U fan, and you don't pick him.
He can be top 5. He can be top 5, and that's okay. Like, as long as he's top 5, I'm fine if he's not in the team.
Don't mind
like I said, midfield is hard to pick. And then Kyle Walker in the team, for me, like, people underrate just how physical the game used to be. that they think that Kyle Walker can just play anytime and anywhere. Like he would have gotten eaten alive in the 90s. He would have gotten eaten for breakfast and dinner all day long.
Wait, you're trying to tell me that Neville has a better physical profile than Kyle Walker?
Of
His
course.
strength.
How?
His strength.
How? When did Gary Neville?
Not pace.
Yeah.
Not pace.
Gary
Not
Neville
pace.
that is eating.
Kyle Walker
Not
is
pace.
faster.
Yeah,
But you
see, Perez used to make Neville eat grass every single. What are you talking about, bro?
Wait,
Like,
hold on.
You're back on the Perez bandwagon.
no,
Hold on,
like
hold on,
he's a
hold on.
good. Not like I'm just saying
Hold
that
on.
because for me, he's a left winger. That's why Perez will not be on my team as left
I
winger.
think I would never, ever put Perez anywhere near an all-time 11. That's number
All
one.
time,
Yeah.
no way.
He didn't
All-time
play
11, never.
enough. That
And-
was the problem with him.
And Kyle Walker, even if you just type on Google top best left or right backs of all time, Walker is not in the top 5. He's fast. Don't get me wrong, he is fast as lightning. Strong too. So defensively he looks good. As someone who uses power and pace, I know how that can deceive people. Attacking wise, he brings you nothing. Don't even go. This guy can't cross a ball. Let's just be real. He can't cross a ball. I told you when you sent me this list, Gary Neville has more assists than Kyle Walker during the era that right backs didn't used to assist. That doesn't even make any. Going forward, he brings you nothing. He can play centre back and that defensive aspect of the right back because of his speed and power. You're muted.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh my
go on.
God, sorry about that. What are you talking about? That again is because the way Guardiola is using him and telling what Guardiola is telling him to do.
He's telling him not to cross because he can't cross. What are you talking
No,
about?
but
He
Guardiola
only
is
played for
playing.
Guardiola. It's not like as if he has always played for City. So
Yeah.
we can't just say
It was
No,
Spurs
he
as
wasn't
well.
really playing for a football team where he was before, so that has to come.
no. We can't just pick and choose where we want to
No, I'm
say
just
well,
saying,
City
like,
bought him for a reason. Like obviously. So
they bought him
that's
to
the
save
strange one
him.
for me. And I still don't think
Quick
Kyle
question
Walker
for
is
you.
a 50-50 1v1 type defender. His pace
Yes.
allows
Yes.
him
How many
to
people?
cover.
How many
Hold
people
on,
have
hold
beaten
on,
Kyle Walker?
hold on,
Go look.
hold
How
on.
many people have beaten Kyle
I know
Walker?
I know what I mean. I know exactly what I mean.
His
You saying. Let me
pace.
answer that question.
Wait.
Pace.
You will beat
Always-
Kyle Walker, but he'll catch up to you and take the ball. That's
So
what
that
you
means
do.
he didn't
You
beat him.
beat him like on a one-on-one. You can beat him. Then you catch up
that-
to you and push you off the ball
That
or
means he
something
didn't
like
beat
that.
him.
You know what I mean?
No, that means he didn't beat him.
But then that means
That
Kyle
means he
Walker is
didn't
always
beat
out
him.
of position. For him,
He's
always
out of always out of
He's
position.
always
He
out of
depends
position.
on his speed so much.
Is it-
If
is it
you
tackling?
take away his speed, is he going to still be effective defensively?
No,
We're
not
talking
even
about
close.
football IQ. You can't tell me
Not
that
even
Kyle
close.
Walker
Look.
is a better one-on-one defender than Neville was. That he had the same football IQ. That he had the
No.
same passing ability.
Please,
Like
if-
that
if-
is just
If
factually
Neville had
not true.
football IQ, he won't have this. He won't have had the type of managerial career that he has. Let's not
relax,
twist.
relax,
No,
relax,
let's not
relax.
twist
Now
the
we're
football
talking about
IQ.
managerial career.
Like,
no,
Frank
like,
Lampard. Frank Lampard's managerial career. We should not use it to judge.
At least Lampard, see, at least someone is still giving Lampard a job. They are both white, so they both have
The
that
first
privilege, and he's not
Lampard to
getting the
Everton will
job.
see who want to hire
You get a
Lampard
job. You
after
get a job.
this.
Lampard is part of football royalty, right? The Redknapp family and all that stuff. You get a job. No matter what he does, you get a job in Premier League. Don't worry about Lampard.
So
But-
I'm just saying
Just
that.
saying it's not by being a manager. Eh?
No, I'm just saying that he
We'll see
probably
if
wasn't that
Ronaldo
bright.
become managers. They will be trash. So they will be trash managers. I can guarantee that.
No,
for
like
free.
really,
Right now,
really
without
good
even
players. No, but really good players always have that problem of becoming managers. Like.
Okay, so then
But that's because their
why
talent
it
level
doesn't
is so
apply
high.
to Neville?
No, because Neville's talent level wasn't that high to start with. Like we're talking about Ronaldo
come
and
on.
Neville. Like, come on, bro.
Come
Like, come
But,
on.
Yeah, Kachi.
Abba.
Kachi.
Exactly.
Go on, Kachi.
Can I say I agree Neville's talent level was not high, but this is a guy that worked at his craft. He was not naturally good at being a right back, but the guy worked at his craft to become who he was. So for me, I even appreciate those players that are like you can tell is hard work. And please don't disrespect Neville. That Man U right wing. Look at the amount of assists that Man U right wing. He's a legendary right wing of Neville and Beckham. The overlap. This was before people were even doing before people even know what the overlap was. My guy was doing overlap and putting crosses in. Leave, don't
Revolutionize.
Don't disrespect
The
Gary
game.
Neville. Ignore the fact that now he's a commentator and Man U are being chopping 4-0 every weekend.
Again, I said what I said. Kyle Walker, and I will defend this though anywhere, anytime. Kyle Walker, a better right back, a better footballer than
Hey,
Gary
come on.
Neville. And
You don't
I'll
have to
put
explain
Pickens.
yourself to
So
these guys.
I don't really agree.
Oh my
And I will
goodness,
take it
oh my
anywhere, anytime over there.
Oh my goodness.
I agree.
Like again,
What are
have you guys
talking about?
noticed Guardiola that chop and that pen, that chop players, move them, do all these things? Kyle Walker have been ever present in that Man City. It's only Kevin De Bruyne that have been ever present like Kyle Walker in that team. Doesn't that say something about him?
And you're telling me man can't pass. What are you
He
talking
can't
about?
do that.
Bro?
Like what are you talking about? like this guy have been ever present. It's only Kevin De Bruyne that have been ever it's only him. Like, do you know what that this guy go and spend
He's-
60-70 million on
he
defend
is-
every this thing. But Kyle Walker is still like so
He
again,
is
I'm
ever
not saying he's not a
present.
good right
Yeah,
back.
we're not
I'm
saying he's not a good right back.
Time you cannot
You can't put him
and
there.
again, Kyle Walker is I'll say this again. He is not.
He doesn't even start for his country.
Defender.
Start for his country. What are we talking about? They
That-
put Rhys
that
James
is
ahead of him in
100%.
right back in England. What are we talking about here, man?
Goodness.
He
I'll
doesn't even
take
start for
James
his
before I
country.
take Kyle
He
Walker.
doesn't start for his country, man. What are we talking about?
I'll
We're
take-
talking
I'll
about
take
Kyle
Rhys
Walker,
James.
bro.
Rhys James played well for
Better
two
than
seasons.
Neville.
Two seasons.
Is Rhys James
Two
better
seasons.
than Neville? Is
Prime-
Rhys James
Prime
better
Neville?
Oh, it's too early to say. It's too early.
No,
to say.
no.
It's
No,
Rhys James
again,
better than
perfect.
I'm asking
Is
a
Rhys James a
question.
better footballer? Is Rhys James a better footballer than Neville?
Yes.
That was hard.
For
That
talent,
was hard.
for,
That
see,
was hard.
for
No,
talent
that's
level,
hard.
see.
Cross alone.
See. Okay, so for talent level, yes. But
Yeah.
let Rhys James' career finish and we'll
It's
see.
too
But
early. It's too
It's
early.
too
but
early.
Yeah.
Because he
Okay,
can't
is
delete
James
going
a better
forward.
defender
Hold on,
than
let's not
James?
start going up. Let's not start going up topic because going forward, this James can't give you something.
Yeah.
That's why we're even thinking about this. Walker doesn't give you anything going forward. He doesn't.
No, I was gonna say.
So what are we
going
talking
forward,
about here?
Like when you look at Rhys James, in
That's why
10
we're
years,
talking
he might surpass Neville, but he's not there yet. We can't.
Speed and
I think
strength
he's
for
only played well
Walker's
for 2
defensive
seasons, and you want to put him
ability
in all-time
is top notch.
Premier League team. Calm
But
down.
come on,
now.
man.
Nobody is putting him in all-time Premier League team. I'm just asking questions.
You're asking just trying to trap us. You're not gonna trap
He could surpass Neville, but he hasn't done enough just yet to be on that
Maybe I should
level.
even
That
put Bakary
conversation.
Sagna
But
in
it's
this
definitely
team.
better than Kyle Walker.
Because like the same level, to be honest, if you're going to be carrying level, guess what?
Oh,
Sanya,
wow.
the defend,
Nah,
I got the
nah,
put it course. So I'm not really sure why Neville is such a hot topic here. But anyways, yeah.
Did you have Neville in your team?
No, why would it be in my team?
Who was your team?
T.
Oh,
And I
Trent.
saw better
yeah.
footballer than him. Because I didn't play him as a
Another
right back.
travesty.
he
He's
put
not playing
Trent.
a right back.
He
not
put
playing
Trent,
right
but
back.
he's not playing a right back. He has a Trent in the midfield, 3-4-3.
Basically.
Okay. No, you know what? Trent
He's taking a minute's
midfield-
breath away.
Trent in midfield honestly makes sense. But in terms of an all-time team, like, nah, man. I'm not putting Trent anywhere in that team. But the way, you
Let me
know,
put it this way.
And I'll
Trent-
give a shout out to Lee Dixon.
Lee Dixon.
Arsenal fans should remember this thing. Another player will pick over Gary Neville as the right back. So, yeah.
I would
Wow.
have put in Lee Dixon, but realistically, I didn't. Just like Campbell, I didn't watch him enough to, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
But you
I didn't
want
watch
him
him enough.
enough.
We're putting Lee Dixon. We must all put Emmanuel Eboué then. What kind of team is this?
What about? Oh, okay. If you want to be insulting, like what about this guy? Is even a good player, like Lauren, the guy that plays centre back and right back for the Invisible.
If we are bringing Lauren, we might as well bring.
Okay,
Ivanovic,
stop going to the
Arsene
back for this.
Wenger,
Stop
and we
it.
might
Stop
as well
it.
start
Stop
bringing
it.
them. Because
No, Lauren-
immediately we are going down. We might as well
Stop
start
it.
going down.
Stop it.
I rate Lauren, but not he didn't play long enough in my opinion.
No, he's obviously not on the best ever
Bro,
team. in Prem.
Honestly, Walker is so far down my list. You guys you don't want to know the people I'll bring. Even Zabaleta, bro. Prime Zabaleta.
Yeah, clown.
Bring
Can
Zabaleta.
someone keep
Bring
this man on the podcast?
bring Ivanovic. Ivanovic. Right? Bring Ivanovic too. Bring Ivanovic too. What is Walker? Come on. Speed and strength. End of story.
Yo,
End
you're
of
talking
story.
like this is what Bissaka we're talking about.
End
That's
of
the
story.
definition of Bissaka.
End of story.
I mean, but we all know that it's not what it's not end of story.
End of story.
No.
Wan-Bissaka is not that fast. Wan-Bissaka is not as fast as Walker. He's not as fast as Walker.
Teams are locked
If you
in,
pass
and you know whose
Wan-Bissaka,
team is the best. That's it.
mine, eh? Mine.
This man you clowns.
Those who know,
Yeah,
know.
Kachi, go on.
Can I also say honorable mention? I know Skip didn't mention this, but Zola. Zola used to terrible. Zola used
No,
to
but Zola came late. He came late. That's the only.
came late in his career.
late. Yeah, he came super late. That's just the thing. Again, here's the thing. I was thinking when I was picking Perez, I was thinking about Zola, but he just came too late. And again, I wanted to move this guy there, this Arsenal guy. What's his name?
Beckham.
Dennis. I wanted to move Dennis, but I was like,
Dennis
that's
on the
too.
wing, bro.
No,
Like, just
again,
damage.
that's why that's why I didn't end up putting him there. Like I was like moving him out to the wing. I shouldn't do that. Like again, because again, I wanted to switch my formation to 4-2-3-1 in order to accommodate like a 10. But I'm like, no, I really wanted the 4-3-3. So yeah.
Okay. We do have to come to the end of this episode. Thank you guys for your teams. It sparks up a lot of debates, some very questionable decisions, some easy decisions as well. Honestly, man, some travesties, but,
Travesties.
but as they say, man, as they used to say in Arsenal, what did you guys say? It is what it is.
It is what it
It is what it is. Happy birthday again to the Premier League, 30 years strong, and it will keep on going. Best league in the world, most entertaining league, and we'll see whether any of these young talents will make this list in the future. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you guys for being here. Remember to like, subscribe, follow Instagram and YouTube and Twitter. Thank you so much. You have a lovely rest of your day, and remember to keep loving football. Bye bye.